Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan TheOrganizer. So you're going to join me along for the ride today as I'm going to do the interior detailing and cleaning of this SUV. It's my girlfriend's truck, so she's not as obsessed as I am with detailing her vehicle. So I'm going to run you through all the steps, all the tips, the tricks, as well as you're going to see all the tools, the equipment, and the products that I use. It's super simple. You're going to be able to duplicate this as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. Okay guys, first things first, so let's have a look at the state of the vehicle right now. So we're going to be detailing the interior today. We're going to talk about the trim pieces, all the plastics, the fabrics of course, the glass and all that good stuff. So you're going to see how we clean of course and protect all the surfaces. Here we can see there is a bit of light staining on the fabric. Who knows what that is? The plastics are a bit dirty. There's a bit of cumbersome stuff or some things we're going to have to move away. Of course, always start by decluttering before going ahead with the steps. Here we can see the speaker grills are quite dirty. The door sills are dirty as well, and they have some light scuff marks, as I can tell, so we're going to take care of that. Of course, we're going to do the door jambs and door sills, because as I can tell, they're quite dirty. The surfaces of the seats, of course, they're going to need a good vacuuming, and we'll address any stains if we see some. Of course, all the dash and the interior portions, some heavy dusting to be done. The floor mats, as we can tell, are they're quite dirty. We're going to have to address that as well. And just the general state of the vehicle inside, all that, the dust and dirt, we'll take care of that. Here in the back, again, pretty much the same thing. We're going to address the floor mats. Any dusting, that's where the dog bed is. We have our little dog Mia, for those who follow my channel. So again, the windows we're gonna have to clean as well. So again, the same thing. Clean the door cards, all the plastics. Take care of the floor mats, good vacuuming. Of course, we're gonna wanna clean and protect all the plastic trim as well against fading and cracking, all those UV rays, because this vehicle is daily driven and also stays outside all day long. The nav screen as well we're going to address. So yeah, let's get the steps started. Okay guys, so let's get started. First and foremost, don't forget, as usual, I'm going to have the links to all the products, tools, and equipment in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So I start with the decluttering phase. I start by removing the floor mats and then get all the junk and garbage out of any door pockets, of course on the back seats, any stuff that's basically lying around that might impede of you doing a proper detailing job. So that way you'll have access to pretty much every single part. And of course, you're going to see a bunch of coffee cups and stuff lying around. So yeah, just remove those. So then I go ahead and attack the floor mats themselves. So a quick rinse for the rubber mats. And then I spray, in this case, CarPro Multi-X, diluted 1 in 20. So this is an all-purpose cleaner that you can use on many surfaces, on the exterior and the interior of the vehicle. I use a stiff bristle brush to agitate the cleaner itself. And then just go ahead and rinse the floor mats, and that's pretty much it. It's quite simple for rubber mats. For the carpeted mats, it's pretty much the same procedure, except that you can also use a steam cleaner. You're going to see, by the way, a steam cleaner in action later in the video. It helps to further activate all the all-purpose cleaner and get the grease and grime off. To dry the floor mats, I set them on the stairs. It was a sunny day. I always try to avoid sunny days when detailing, but sometimes you have no choice, right guys? Especially the mobile detailers out there. It's the way it is. So use products that are of course safe to use in direct sunlight. Now for the door sills and door jambs, I'm using a steam cleaner. So this is the McCulloch MC1385 with distilled water. And so this really helps to remove the dirt and grime. I liberally spray the all-purpose cleaner as well. And yeah, remove those rubber grommets there in the bottom where the door sill is. Really get into all the nooks and crannies and use a microfiber towel to blot all of that stuff. Again, here you can see from another angle all of the door jambs and the door sills. Once again, you spray the all-purpose cleaner or degreaser, whichever you prefer.
And then you go ahead and use the steam cleaner to further activate that cleaner. And of course, it really helps to dissolve all that dirt and grime, and you mop up with the microfiber towel. Look at all the junk in the towel. Now, a quick little trick that I have for some light scratches that you might have on the plastic door sills is to use a magic eraser with your all-purpose cleaner, and you rub, because the magic eraser is an abrasive. So of course, be gentle, test in an inconspicuous area. It's not going to remove all the scratches, but it does help to remove the finer ones. So as you can tell here, it's pretty scuffed up. So you spray the all-purpose cleaner, and then you use the magic eraser, and then you blot everything dry with a microfiber towel, and you're going to see there's a slight improvement. So that's a quick tip right there for any light scuffing that you might have. When doing the interior, I like to start with the dusting of the top surfaces. So always work from top to bottom. Same thing as for the exterior of the vehicle. I use a very soft tipped brush, so that way you're not scratching anything. And you have a microfiber towel to pick up any of that dust that falls down. So you get into all the nooks and crannies in the steering wheel, on the gauge cluster, behind any stalks that you have there, the turn signals and the windshield wipers. Of course, don't forget your navigation or infotainment screens as well. So basically the air vents as well, don't forget those. That's a quick tip. Again, it really shows all the efforts you put into your detailing job, because you won't see that unsightfully dust that's inside the air vents. A closer look here. So all the air vents, again, dust those up. If you have a compressed air, you can use that as well, or even a small compressed can of air that we use for computers, that's good too. Now for the cleaning of all the door cards and all the plastic and interior trim, what I like to do is spray again the CarPro Multi-X diluted 1 in 20. This is an all-purpose cleaner, and I brush with another soft tip brush. This here is a boar hairs brush that I use for the interior. And for the exterior as well, for wheels, I have a dedicated one as well. So basically, I like to clean all the surfaces before I go ahead and apply a protectant on them. You want a clean surface to work with, so that removes all the dirt and grime. So yeah, it's a safe cleaner. It's a all-purpose cleaner, meaning that you can use it on many, many different surfaces. You can dilute it to different strengths. Here in the door card, you see where a bit of the upholstery is. There was some light staining, so that did a quick job of taking care of it. You basically mist it on, and then you scrub with your brush there, and it gets the job done and restores your surfaces, cleans them, of course, degreases them, so you have a clean surface to work with. One of the dirtiest areas of the vehicle is, of course, the steering wheel and the shifter knob, so all the touch points basically. So what I do is I apply a microfiber towel behind the gauge cluster, so that way no overspray gets onto the cluster, and I'm going to scrub with the brush and then go over it again with the microfiber towel. I don't know if you can see here, but look, all the dirt and grime just from the steering wheel itself. Don't forget your hands touch those surfaces every single day, so you want to remove all that dirt, bacteria, germs, and who knows what else is on there. So take your time, do a proper job. Here I removed the rubber insert as well, where you put the mugs, or the coffee containers, I should say. My girlfriend loves to drink coffee, so you get those clean. Basically, any area that you guys can have access to, take the time, do a proper job, and the vehicle will look so much better because of that. So now's the time to apply an interior protectant or a dressing. So I like ones that are non-greasy and that leave an OEM feel, so a matte satin finish. In this case, I'm using 303 Space Protectant, so UV protection built in. It doesn't leave a greasy or oily surface. Very, very easy to apply. And again, it's going to prevent all your plastic trim from fading and cracking over time. And it just gives it that new car appearance. So that's what we want. When it dries up, it leaves that surface looking nice and clean. And of course, well, it's not only important to clean the surface, but as you can tell, it's also important to protect it. So all the plastic, vinyl, and interior surfaces, you can go ahead and coat with your favorite dressing, and it's going to give it that ultimate detailed look. Another area that often gets overlooked is where the pedals are, so don't forget to get those clean, because again, even in areas where people don't necessarily look all the time, this is what distinguishes a properly done job. Now let's go ahead and do the vacuuming stage. So again, we finished dusting all the interior. So whatever dust there was is now also settled in, of course, the carpeting and also any other dirt and grime that was there. So start by vacuuming, very important. You can use a stiff bristle brush to loosen up the fibers as well. This will help get rid of all the stuff that might be in the fibers. When you're vacuuming the seats, if they're fabric seats or cloth seats, of course, pull the seams slightly with your hands, and this will give you access to all those parts. Don't forget the backrests, the armrests, basically any fabric material or carpeting. You want to get those super clean. Okay, let's clean the windows. So I like to use a waffle weave microfiber glass towel and a high quality ammonia-free glass cleaner like Stoner Invisible Glass. So this is safe for tinted windows. I use the box method when I clean the windows. So I start from the outside edges and work my way in, lower the window and do that top part there. There's always dirt and grime as well. And it's another area that often gets overlooked. So lower the window, pinch that top part and get it clean. Of course, don't forget to also do the exterior of your vehicle once you're done. This will help make the glass look a lot better. When you're doing the inside portion, I always like to spray the glass cleaner directly on the towel and not on the glass itself, because you don't want any overspray to fall onto your dash. If you prefer to spray it directly on the windshield surface, well then maybe just put a couple of microfiber towels on the dash itself, so that way you don't get overspray on the protected areas that you've just done. Don't forget to do the gauge cluster as well. So I like to use, again, glass cleaner sprayed on the microfiber towel. I wipe that clean. I flip the towel around and use the dry side to buff. Navigation screens, the same thing. Some people like to use all-purpose cleaner. I just like that same glass cleaner. It works well for me. And yeah, any other digital surface. Now what I do is I apply some fabric guard or fabric protectant. This one here is a 303. Basically it's a water repellent and stain repellent. So it helps to well, facilitate any cleaning if you guys do get spills. So another pro tip, protect the door seals by applying a silicone lubricant. This is going to help to prevent any moisture from building up and prevent freezing, of course, during the winter months. And it's also going to prevent cracking and fading of those rubber door seals. All right, so I like to apply a nice dressing on the rubber mats to give them that nice OEM brand new look. In this case, Stoner Trim Shine. It just gives them that nice finished appearance, as you can tell. Quick disclaimer, of course, never use a dressing that is slippery for obvious safety reasons. So test it in an inconspicuous area and make sure you blot it dry and wipe off any excess to make sure it's non-slippery.
Okay guys, so it's time to see the results. It's not perfect as I didn't have enough time. However, a major improvement, as you'll probably see. So all the plastic trim and moldings, well, they have been, of course, cleaned, detailed. They have even been cleaned with a steam cleaner. And then we protected it with a UV protectant against fading and cracking. We took away the stains, of course, that were in the fabric. As you can tell now, everything is clean, including the speaker grills. The door sills, they're now cleaner than they were, and we took away some of the light scuffing. Of course, it's impossible to remove all the deeper scratches, but major improvement. As you can tell, the floor mats, they're very good. We still have a video to make on salt stain removal, so if you want to see that, let me know in the comment section under the video. The seats themselves are now also clean and protected. So they're vacuum, clean for any stains, protected with a fabric guard. Here the interior was completely disinfected and cleaned as well. So a steering wheel, if you can hear this, that's the squeaky clean look. That's what you want. And again, the interior completely dusted, including inside the air vents. That's a key component. We also did the rear view mirror. Of course, the glass, there's the outside portion left to do, but the inside was done with an ammonia-free glass cleaner because, of course, these are tinted windows. In the back, again, other than decluttering, we also cleaned the fabric where there were some stains, completely vacuumed, also protected. Same goes for the floor mats, so everything looks nice and tidy. Of course, always make sure to vacuum everywhere, including under the floor mats. So yeah, I think you can appreciate that it's a dramatic improvement, and you guys can do the same at home because these are basic tools and equipment. So if you like this video, of course, smash the thumbs up button. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to my channel so that way you won't miss my future videos. Make sure you hit the notifications icon. That's the icon in the form of a bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video to YouTube. And yeah, guys, of course, let me know also in the comment section under the video what future interior detailing portion you want to see more in depth. Maybe a carpet extraction video. Also, all the tools and the equipment and the products that I use, as usual, I'll link in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So guys, thanks for being there. Thanks for watching. And in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.